A round of applause for his contrition there. That was Rick Snyder, the governor of the US state of Michigan, apologizing for his mishandling of a water contamination crisis. US President Barack Obama has said he'll continue to offer support for the local government response. He's already declared a state of emergency for the city, enabling it to access a $5 million emergency fund. Obama also said no city should shortchange basic services for its people. Flint's crisis started out as a local issue, but now it's become one that may result in serious political, social, and economic consequences for the country. CCTV's Paul Barber has more.
Clean water! Now!
Anger is spilling over in Flint.
Now!
They put poison into our homes. We fed it to our children. We were promised it was safe. The state failed us. They lied. They took away our rights to protect our children and our families. They have taken away our children's futures.
Residents want the governor of Michigan to step down over the city's water crisis. US presidential candidates are adding their voices to the national outrage after corrosive water caused lead to leach from pipes when the city switched its water supply.
And when the children of majority black Flint, Michigan have been drinking and bathing in lead-poisoned water for more than a year, making sure all Americans have clean air and water isn't just a health issue, it's a civil rights issue.
Clinton also said this wouldn't have happened to kids in a rich suburb of Detroit. Flint is the second poorest city in the nation after Detroit, with more than 40% of the population living in poverty, according to the US Census. In fact, 3 of the most impoverished cities are in Michigan. Moreover, Flint is predominantly African American, leading many to believe it's also a race issue. One famous Flint resident agrees.
Call this what it is.
It's a genocide.
It's not just a water crisis.
It's a genocide.
It's a racial crisis.
It's a genocide.
It's a poverty crisis. That's what this is, and that's what created this.
More poor families means shrinking tax revenue. In 2014, Flint decided to switch water supplies to save money. Shortly after, residents started complaining about the water's taste and smell. Last February, tests showed elevated lead levels, but state officials said the water was safe. And then independent research found alarming levels of lead in children's blood. It took nearly 2 years for Governor Rick Snyder to ask for federal help. Now Flint residents are filing lawsuits against the governor and the state, though many say the damage is done.
Sometimes I'll get rashes, sometimes I'll itch, and it's kept me out of school a lot.
Some reports say some 9,000 children in Flint were exposed to contaminated water. Scientists say long-term lead exposure can lead to learning disabilities, low IQs, and behavioral issues. Paul Barber, CCTV.